The eye of the storm is approaching. Take cover.
Hello and welcome to Accessorize Your Life. I'm Julia, back with KIRF to do a collaboration, and our collaboration for this month, the month of August, the month when you start to see and hear about tropical storms emerging in the Caribbean and working their way up the Atlantic Ocean, causing hurricanes for us. Yes, I love a good storm, but some of them can be quite frightening. So I'm here to do a smoky eye look, maybe a stormy smoky eye look. Anyhow, I have a couple of things before me that I hope will help me create this look. At this point, as usual, I'll invite you to take a look at the ladies and see what they've come up with. Yes, everybody has their interpretation of a storm, whether it's a quiet storm, a crazy storm, a wild storm, a tropical storm, or a hurricane storm, tornado, whatever it is, windstorm. Yeah. So I think, let me look at my notes, because I think it was said that we are expecting, not we personally, as in the common folk, but it's the National Oceanic and Atmosphere Administration, or it's called NOAA, has projected that there will be 17 to 25 named storms this season. 8 to 15 of them will be hurricanes, and 4 to 7 of them will be major hurricanes. So they said the thing that we should take away, the biggest indicating thing or implication for us, is that we need to pay attention to outside of the cone of a storm, not just the path the storm is taken, but surrounding areas, the path on the other side, because those areas either get flooding or excessive winds, and those are bad enough to kill people. And they talked about the storm surge, the water that is pushed onto land, and in severe flooding deaths. So those are the things we should be concerned about. And a storm is anything with a violent wind, 74 miles per hour wind force. Let's see what else. So you have some rotation usually in that, and you have, like I said, thunderstorms and strong winds. So, yeah, Mother Nature. And it's a way of kind of balancing the atmosphere, I think, after a lot. Now, the biggest storm I remember as of late was 2004, and I think it was Ivan. And Ivan knocked down a tree in our backyard, and it just brushed the windows here. All of the lights were out in our area, the mid-Atlantic area, for a while, and it was just very eerie. So storms are something else. They're not to be played with, but a good storm always helps me to sleep really well, and I just love the change about it. But sometimes they can be a little frightening. So anyway, I'm going to get together myself and try to come up with a look. I'm a little tired. I was asleep, and I said, let me get up and do this. And I had to really talk to myself to get up and do it. So hopefully I'll come up with something that resembles a stormy look. So I've done my brows for whatever that's worth. I'm going to put on some eye primer, and I have some here. I was just looking for something easy that I didn't have to use my fingers with, but who cares? Ooh, that's a lot. So how are you guys doing? And tell me down below in the comments if you've ever experienced a crazy, crazy storm, like a tornado or hurricane, and when was it, and what were the results of it? The scariest thing for me is that, of course, our lives, but that we'll have to do a lot of damage control. That's the thing. It scares me with these storms. I'm looking for something to wipe my hands on. Ooh, I always get a mess with this stuff. So I was looking for one that I didn't have to use my fingers with. Yeah, so that is a big enough concern right there, because that's expensive. And also time off from work, not to mention lives. This one has more eyeshadow primer on it than the other one. Okay, we're gonna just make it work. I see dry patches there. I hope it doesn't affect the eyeshadow. If you see it, that's what it is, and we can't do anything about it right now. Okay, so let's get busy with this look. I'm going to start, guess this is what I want to do. I'm going to start with this palette here. This is from, who is this from? Melt Cosmetics. It's the Bad Size Zodiac Earth palette. I hadn't planned to use this, but I found this color to be nice, so more or less what I wanted. So pulling that in. And next I'm going in with the Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas palette. And this palette made sense to me to use because of these colors here that remind me of the sky when it's kind of stormy. So I'm thinking this here, this in here. So we shall see what I come up with. I'm going to use the same brush. Maybe I should do, I think I'm okay. I'm going to start on the outer corner with Eternal Love. And now that I've saturated this color right in the outer corner there, because I always want to just recede my hood, I will start to work it into the prominent hooded area there. And I hope this works to recede some of the hood there. Looks like a black eye. A more detailed brush, a little smaller. And I feel like I want to take this same brush, but back into that color I started off with, and just give it a little more depth. I don't want to lose it. I think it's there. And finding another brush. This time I'm going to use a little glitter glue or primer. And often it only takes a little bit, but just right in here. Going back into the Tim Burton palette to find a color or two that I'd like to use. And remember, I want this to look stormy and smoky. So, it already looks smoky. So let's brighten it up a little bit. Let's see. Let's look at this Sally color. And then this Love Never Dies. A Node to Love Never Dies. Can't see it. It's dead on arrival. Oh, that's pretty. I think I'm going to go with that color. It's Meant to Be. That's what it's called. So let's go with It's Meant to Be. Pretty. And it's very, very shimmery. I'm going to mix it with Ragdoll. And that's a better deal. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. Now I want to work it in a little better with this brush I used previously. And I think I want to use a little bit of the Lovers. Right in the inner corner to lighten it up a little bit. And to bring it over. And I'm going back in with my initial color because I don't want to lose it. It's like the eye of the storm. Another brush, even finer, more detailed brush. And by the way, I'm using Sonia G's brushes, and she has a new set of brushes for the face. I think it's a set of 3, but you can purchase them individually. That's out now. I think it was released today, meaning yesterday in real time. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'll go back with this brush for a moment. Hold it in here. I'm going to add a little bit of that black just to define this area right here a little more. I'm going to go in with that Love Never Dies. It's just right here, a little here. Is it too light? No, because when you look up at the sky during a storm, you see various depths of blue, gray, things like that, and that's what I'm trying to create here. And then you see those dark clouds. So that's this and this here. So I think that's good. And now I want to go above with a little bit of light color, and I think it's going to be this one here. Just a tiny bit right here. I think I have more space over here than I have here. And now I want to take a little bit of the teal, this one called Ragdoll, and work it right in here. Maybe it will show up. On the outer edge, I'm going to use the black, the outer corner. Just work that in together. So I'm happy with that. Now let's leave the eyes alone for a little bit and go in with some foundation. I already have on a primer for the face. So I'm going to use these cards I have. I have 3 of them, Estee Lauder for the double wear. Stay in place makeup. I've never tried this before and I'm not sure of my shade. Let's see, all of them, yeah, they're all the same. 2 of them have the colors on this side that are deeper, and then this one has the colors on the other side that are deeper. So I want to make sure they're all foundations. I think so. So I'm going to go in with, which one looks like me? This is too red, this may be too deep, and this is maybe too light. Maybe those 2? If they haven't dried up. Let's go with the one that looks a little too light. Do I have a foundation brush? Let's start with my fingers. I'm going to put this towards the center. And then we'll go with the one that's the deepest, Espresso. Ooh, that's dark. We'll use it a little bit around here. And then let's look at the one in the middle. That's Deep Spice. Hey, it doesn't look so red here, but you never know. Let's try that. That's my color, I think. That just might be the color I should use. Let's find a foundation brush. It's been used, but I've wiped it off. So let's start in the middle. I've never tried this foundation because every time I see it on someone, it looks extremely drying and kind of cakey on their skin. So I've just I've stayed away from it. I think I'm gonna need more. We'll open up another card, but so far so good, and I'm going to go with the espresso color on my brush. Not much there. Okay, next I'm going to go with the lighter color. It's the spice color, one up above. Right here on my brush. And just use that in the middle and work it out. And it looks still a little dark. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to use, well, we'll see. Let me see. Now with the lighter color, on my brush, right in the center. My body has several colors to it, and it's looking deep. Still, this is a little dark for me, but we're going to work with it. I'm using a Real Technique brush, and it only seems to be clinging around my nose where I have a little peeling. It is a little dark in here for the colors I used. Maybe we can lighten it up a little with some powder, and I have it out here. Use that eventually. Let me go in first with a few other things. Maybe number one, a little blush. I'm not working in any particular order. Do I want this color? I'm gonna go for it. Just barely there. This smells nice. And this is Lasting Love by KIRF. And I think I want a highlighter, a low lighter. Let's use this low lighter from Vanessa Marks because I don't have anything else out. Same brush. Can't go wrong with this. You just can't go overboard, I don't think. And because I can, let's do a little contour. Let's use the Naked Shade Shifter. It's not dark enough. I don't want it too dark, do I? Yeah. I'm gonna use the same brush. And I'm gonna go in with this palette here. Just in there. Below where I put that blush and highlighter. I think that works. It brings the light to the center of my face from what I can see. I hope you're seeing the same thing. And now I'm just going to go in with a bigger, fluffier brush and pick up from this tiny little container a little bit of powder. Ooh, that's a lot. My fan is blowing it across the room. And just give myself a little bit of powder. Now, if you notice, I didn't do anything under the eyes. And I think I'm just going to put on a scotch and work it into everything else. If it hasn't dried out, I'm going to try this Maybelline. I think it's a good color. It'll help lighten under the eyes as well. And now I'm going to take this wedge and just work this in a little. It's a dry wedge. I hope it plays well together. Yeah, just a little. And I can go back with my powder. Lightly. And now it's time to finish up the eyes, and then we'll put on a lippy and we will be done. Oh, mascara. Let's not forget that because I am not putting on lashes tonight. So, to open up the eyes a little bit, I'm going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner. This one is in a gray. It's Galaxy color, and I think this one is called Galaxy something, another gray. Galaxy gray. My eyes are not deceiving me for once. And that's to open up the eyes a little. I think it works. Got a little bit of blush left on this brush. I'm just going to hit it right here. Mascara. I'm going to use my sample size from Lancome Mesure Big. I want to catch the grays and the strays. You know how I like to do that. So this look, I've really kept it traditional. You know, usually when you think of a storm, you think of grays and blues, a stormy sky or whatever. So look in magnification here because sometimes mess up quite a bit. I think it's okay. And next is the lippy. I'm just gonna go with my Diorific. I think it's deep enough because of that deep berry color I used there. Or is it? We're gonna help it out some with one of my, I think this is L'Oreal color, so this is deeper, I think, or is it? Hard to know. This is the look I was going for, I think, pretty much. So I'm just going to add my gray scarf here and just kind of do a look like this. And you catch my drift? My stormy wear. I'll probably delete this part. Note to self. Guys, thank you for tuning in to this channel and watching our videos. You can check out all the ladies because I'm going to leave their links down below. Please, please, please make it over to their channel, say hello. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel here, Accessorize Your Life, or any of their channels, make it a priority. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Help them out. Help me out. We all need a little help sometimes, and we couldn't do this without you, so we appreciate it when you subscribe, when you comment, and when you like our videos. It tells us that you're there. It tells us to keep going. So I hope that's what you want from us. I hope the looks that we are coming up with are something that you can use, and I'm going to use this look possibly in the next day or two when I go out, because I like it. Again, thank you for watching. A smile is your best accessory. And tell me down in the comments the last storm you had or experience and what it was like. So long.